A USA Today report says the site was built on 10-year-old technology that will need constant fixes and updates over the course of the next 6 months. I'm going to go to Gene Robinson. I was going to go to Joe, but I got to tell you, look, I think the damage to the country over the past 3 weeks far supersedes a website not working, but you know how these things work.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a story that could fly.
Well, and deservedly so. I mean, this really is a disastrous launch for a program that I've supported. I think it's a huge advance in healthcare. But come on, it's a website, and I can't imagine that. Okay, it's broken. It doesn't work right. Why is it taking so long to fix? At this point, if it's 10-year-old technology, why isn't another team, preferably like a team of over-caffeinated, 20-year-olds, building a parallel new website based on current technology? Why not do that and then put that live when it starts working? I know it's complicated and everything, but come on, people, come on.
Yeah, they certainly need a little bit more coffee. Okay, Juliana, here's what I don't understand. The Obama campaign did an amazing job during the last election cycle of using technology
to get to people
and to make things work. That was how they won.
That's what they do, Robert.
That was what they did. Good point. But you're at the White House. When you ask them,
maybe the answer
are
is
they going to fix this?
They're trying to fix it.
What do they tell you?
Come on, Juliana.
80% of the
what
staff
do they
is
say?
furloughed.
Is there anyone there?
But one point to all this, one of the messages from the president when he came out and spoke yesterday was that government is here to serve the people and to do good things. It can be a force of good, and this is just one other thing that undermines people's confidence in government.
What they'll say, though, is that that's an apples and oranges comparison. I mean, it's one thing to try to get outreach to voters and bring them in. It's another thing to take 5 or 6 complex federal databases, put them in to calculate tax credits, make sure that you get the right coverage, and then show you which plans you have. Now, it's still ridiculous. And the irony is that a lot of states have had to do the same exact thing just for their own state pools, and they've done it exceptionally well. Oregon has done an exceptionally good job. I'm not sure state by state, but there are good states, and the federal government can't do it.
Massachusetts is a good example, and I think we have to be somewhat careful. We want to know how many people have gone on and how many people have signed up. Massachusetts was an instructive example. People went onto the website 18 times before they purchased health care. Okay, this is not, I've said this before, it's not iTunes, right? I didn't hear this great song and I want to go buy the album, and it's a very easy, non-personal exchange. Yeah. This is going to be a highly personal thing. That's why the website is so important, because people need to be able to go on and shop. They're not going to shop once. They're going to shop dozens of times before they purchase a plan. And look, this has always been the single most important thing that was going to happen in the second term. The implementation of healthcare reform. Immigration reform would be great. Some of these other things would be great. This has always been the single most important task. And they've got to fix this.
One other thing that they say is that one of the lessons they took from the Medicare Part D rollout was that it was just a month of enrollment. And so that's why, and there were all sorts of problems. And so that's why they wanted to have this expanded now. So you have the first wave between now and December, and then December to March.
And my bet is that they turn around and they say, we have to expand the enrollment period even more now, because how do you start penalizing people for not getting insurance they can't even access?
When you could wind up with the same delay that Republicans have been pushing for, ironically.
I know, right?
Coming up on Morning Joe, we'll check in again with Politico's Jim Vandehei. Plus, a new sleep study may shed light on ways to treat Alzheimer's disease, what researchers are saying about the link between brain cells and shut-eye. Also, a report in the New York Post says Arnold Schwarzenegger has his eye on the White House, how he's planning to tackle that pesky thing called the Constitution. But first, here's Bill Cairns with a check on the forecast.